You're watching Wisconsin Eye, an independent, nonprofit public affairs network, engaging the citizens of Wisconsin since 2007 through access to government proceedings and public policy events.
Ahead and begin. And I'm going to ask Lucia Cronin to begin with the welcome remarks.
Thank you, Andrew, and good afternoon, everyone. So nice to see all of you. Welcome to the Boy Scouts of America report to the state of Wisconsin. My name is Lucia Cronin, and I am an executive board member of the Central Region of the Boy Scouts of America. It's my pleasure today to host the report to the state and to be joined on this Zoom screen by some outstanding Eagle Scouts. There's an annual tradition for youth representatives from the 7 Boy Scouts of America councils that are headquartered in Wisconsin to provide an update to the legislative leaders and to the governor on scouting's accomplishments during the past year. This year, due to the pandemic, we are doing this virtually and are glad to be able to do so, but we do miss the opportunity to be in the state capitol, hopefully next year. This past year has been challenging for Scouts across Wisconsin and across the country due to COVID-19, but Scouts and Scout leaders are resilient and innovative. Working together, they figured out safe and creative ways to continue the Scouting program virtually and through outdoor activities following the CDC's guidelines. Scouts also responded to community needs during the pandemic through service projects that included mask making, food drives, and supporting essential workers. 2020 was a historic year for the Boy Scouts of America as we welcomed the inaugural class of female Eagle Scouts. In 2019, we opened our Scouts BSA program to serve both boys and girls. You may recall that one of those girls was a part of this presentation a couple of years ago in the state capitol. 2 years later, we are proud to be able to celebrate the accomplishments of more than 1,000 young women across the country and 35 in the state of Wisconsin who are now Eagle Scouts. And now, please enjoy a news story from Spectrum News 1. It highlights Wisconsin members of the inaugural class.
2 years ago, girls were first allowed into the Boy Scouts of America, and in that time, 35 girls from the state of Wisconsin have earned themselves the highest rank, earning them the title of an Eagle Scout.
I had always wanted to be an Eagle Scout, but then when I found out we could be in the Scouts, I knew I was going to be an Eagle Scout because I actually had the opportunity.
35 Eagle Scouts across Wisconsin and just over 1,000 across the U.S., and they are all female. This is the first class of female Eagle Scouts since the Boy Scouts of America first allowed girls in 2 years ago.
It's crazy to think about that something that I put my mind to is going to have such a long-lasting effect on other females, and I think it's just incredible that I'm able to be a part of this trailblazing group of girls and women, and I just feel very happy that I was able to have that experience.
An experience Annie Scheit from southeastern Wisconsin got to take on with her sister.
I was very excited to get the knowledge aspect, to have the to learn to have survival skills, and to be exposed to the same things that my brothers had.
While many of these girls across Wisconsin may not know each other, they all went through the process at the same time and have a whole lot in common.
Very surreal. It is something that I've always looked up to my whole life, ever since I knew what it was. And it is something that you should not just take with a grain of salt, because it is certainly a huge accomplishment, and it is something that will stick with you for the rest of your life.
Collecting countless badges along the way and completing Eagle Scout projects across their communities to make a lasting impact.
My hope is that if they want it, they will strive to achieve it. That they will put their passion into something like this if they're passionate about it, and that they will keep working hard to be able to get the honor and the rank of Eagle.
A group of girls making their way to grown women by adding yet another major accomplishment under their belt while representing the state of Wisconsin. In Milwaukee, Megan Marshall, Spectrum News.
Well, that was great. Really enjoyed watching that. Today, I also would like to thank Michael Neuwanner, Legislative Assistant to Representative Mark Bourne. He has coordinated the report to the state for us this year with our elected officials. Thank you, Mike. He is an Eagle Scout from Troop 131 in the Illini Council, and he will now introduce our legislative leaders this afternoon. Mike?
Hi, everyone. My name is Mike, as you just heard, and I'd like to thank everybody for making the time for being here. This is a very special event, as you all know, and it's a really great thing that we're all here to honor Boy Scouts, the Eagle Scouts we have here, and for the work that all Boy Scouts have done over the past year at Wisconsin. I'd like to introduce the members of the Wisconsin State Legislature at this time who are kind enough to join us. Speaker Robin Vos represents the 63rd Assembly District from Racine County. He has been the Speaker of the Wisconsin State Assembly since 2013, and he has appeared and spoken at our reports of the state in the past. State Representatives Evan Goyke of the 18th Assembly District in Milwaukee, and State Representative Warren Petryk of the 93rd Assembly District near Eau Claire were also able to be here for the event today. They're both Eagle Scouts. And State Senator Melissa Agard of the 16th Senate District of Madison will also be speaking. She's a proud Scout parent and is also a Silver Beaver Award recipient. And we are happy that she and the other state legislators have made their time and their busy schedules to attend this event. So thank you very much all for being here.
Okay, Speaker Vos.
Good afternoon, and thank you to everybody for convening virtually. I want to especially agree and thank Mike for coordinating this, and of course, all of the Scouts who are on the Zoom call today for the great work that you've done. You know, every single one of you already knows how special what today is and how the accomplishments that you've already done really go far beyond even the understanding that most citizens have of how special the Eagle Scouts really are. I think most of you also know that less than 10% of the kids who start actually end up achieving their Eagle Scout. Many of them are like me. I did not have the perseverance of Evan Goyke or of Warren Petryk, where they actually got their Eagle Scout. I stopped in my first year of Boy Scouts, so I did not continue on the path to Eagle like many of you did. But I am so happy that those of you who are on the call did what you did and constantly remind us of the good things that young people are able to do for our society. We certainly know that the youth of our country are the single most important asset that we have, and the lessons that you've learned in scouting not only help your family, but also make sure to help you into becoming a better person and hopefully a very productive citizen over your lifetime. I'm incredibly proud that I have an Eagle Scout mentor pin. I have actually tried each year to sponsor an Eagle Scout project so that we can do good things throughout our community. And I know many of you have recruited your family and your friends and your colleagues to be able to do those fantastic projects in every single community across our state. So as the news story just said, there are trailblazers already on this call, but really every single one of you is in that same category because you've taken the time to be able to work together with your peers, to be able to go out and do good things for your community. And I am incredibly confident that today is just another step in a very long journey that you're going to have of success in your schooling, in your activities outside of school, and ultimately in your career. So thank you for being part of this today. I'm excited to hear the ending report. And definitely, as Lucia said, I'm super excited that we're going to get to do this hopefully next year in person at the Capitol to be able to do it safely and do it from there. So thanks again for asking me to join you today.
Well, thank you. And Representative Goyke.
Thank you. Well, Speaker Vos, I was like 2 weeks away from not earning my Eagle rank. I think I was a Life Scout when I was 15, and it took me being 17 3/4 before I got my Eagle. A little bumps in the road there, but being a teenager is difficult, and I had my parents really riding me at the end. I think you may be able to see I have a shameless plug of my old Scout uniform that I can fit one arm in these days, but it's got my original Eagle patch sewn on still from my time as a Boy Scout. I grew up here in Madison. I was part of Troop 5 in Madison and got my Eagle, I think, in the year 2000, maybe 1999, we'll see. But anyway, Boy Scouts taught me so many amazing lessons: friendship, community service, and then so many internal things that were important to me, like confidence and the sense of purpose. Really incredible lifelong lessons that I learned as a Scout, whether that was serving my community in the middle of the city or spending time at Philmont Scout Ranch out in the middle of nowhere, hiking all alone through the wilderness. I'm incredibly proud of all of you for your hard work in your own communities, within your own troops, for mentoring the young Scouts coming up behind you, for all the service and work that you do to stay in Scouts and to get the rank of Eagle, to come to the state to give us this report today. I am, we got to petition Boy Scouts of America to create a Zoom merit badge, and then we'll check that off the list because today would be your final assignment, so you can add another to the sash. But I'm glad that I could participate today. Congratulations on all your hard work, and thank you for all you do for all corners of the state of Wisconsin.
Thank you. Representative Petryk.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Congratulations to the young folks on this call. It's one of the highlights of this job, which is a remarkable privilege in itself, but we all get to see the difference that scouting makes to create and help nurture bright and engaged young men and now women, which is really exciting, from all areas of the state. And whenever I have the privilege of presenting a citation to a new Eagle Scout in my district, I always look forward to it. And the gist of what I say at that moment is very short, but it's congratulations, of course, to the new Eagle, mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, if they're there, your entire family, your troop, and your leaders, because we know that it really does take a community to create and nurture an Eagle Scout. It was 50 years ago on a very cold November afternoon that I had the honor of pinning my mother's pin on my mother's lapel. We had no grandparents' pins at that time. We had no father's pins. but I still, among all my honors that I've received, it's the number one thing on my biography is that I am and continue to be an Eagle Scout. As chairperson now of the Wisconsin Assembly Committee on Workforce Development, it's interesting because I get to talk to CEOs, entrepreneurs from all over the nation. And what I hear from them is often they separate their resumes when they're looking for good people. Eagle Scouts typically go to the top of that pile of considerations. They look at employment and understand that what it takes to become an Eagle, hard work, determination, honesty, vision, persistence, loyalty, all of these are characters that employers want. They make outstanding employees, model citizens. Congratulations to all of you. You adult leaders, thank you for creating the climate that allows us to continue to nurture these fine young people. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Senator Agard.
An honor and a privilege to be with you all today, and I am going to echo Speaker Vos's sentiment. I look very much forward to being able to be in the room with you all again next year. I always gain so much strength and really am reminded about why it is that we do what we do in this Capitol building after I spend the day with the Scouts preparing for the State of the State address. You all, every single day, are investing in Wisconsin as well as investing in yourselves. You're making sure that you yourselves are the best version of who it is that you're meant to be. And you're also investing in our state, helping it be the best that it can be. Youth voice is second to none. We are creating a state that we want you to be able to call home, to be proud to say that you came from. Every opportunity that we as legislators have to be able to get together with the young people in our districts reminds us of the purpose of our work. I do want to applaud the 35 young women in the state of Wisconsin who have achieved the rank of Eagle Scout. Breaking those glass ceilings is not easy. You are forging new paths, not only for yourselves, but for women and girls to follow you. And it is important for you to realize that that is something that you're going to continue to do, both the young women and the young men who are Eagle Scouts within the Scout BSA program. You have had countless adults cheering you on, reminding you to breathe when things get difficult, letting you know that when your Eagle Scout paperwork erases off your computer, which happened to one of my sons as they were working on their paperwork, that you can take a deep breath and go at it again. One of the things about scouting is it provides you with the opportunity to not only succeed and learn about yourself, but to fail in a safe way and to learn about yourself as well. And that's something that we as adults also need to remember, that oftentimes failure is the next step to success. There are, as you all know, over 2 million folks, young people who are involved in scouting across our nation, and you are the cream of the crop. And we are so excited to be able to be with you today as you present to us Scouting BSA's State of the State. And I very much look forward to being able to see you all in person again. Thank you for being here with us and for sharing your stories.
Thank you. Wow. Such inspirational words from all of you. We truly appreciate your support. Thank you very, very much. Now we will hear from our Eagle Scouts, representing the 7 Boy Scouts of America councils from throughout the state of Wisconsin. Each Scout will provide a self-introduction, and then we'll share highlights from the council during the past year. So we will start with Kaylee Rose of the Bay Lakes Council, headquartered in Appleton. Kaylee?
Hi, my name is Kaylee Rose, and I earned Eagle Scout rank from Troop 177, which is started by Faith Community Methodist Church out of Greenville, Wisconsin. Currently, I am 16 years old and in 11th grade at Hortonville High School. I plan to attend UW-Milwaukee to major in American Sign Language and hopefully work in an early education environment specifically meant for children within the community. For my Eagle Scout service project, I built 5 wooden shelving units for house in Appleton, Wisconsin, which will hold baby furniture, art supplies, and other items needed for residents. The project was very beneficial to Harbor House's organization system and will continue to help the business for many years to come. Today, I am representing Bay Lakes Council based in Appleton. The Bay Lakes Council serves 22 counties in northeast and eastern Wisconsin. In 2020, our council served 13,198 youth members through the help of 3,925 adult volunteers. The Bay Lakes Council had 256 scouts earn the rank of Eagle during the past year, with 15 of them becoming members of the inaugural class of female Eagle Scouts, which I am a proud member of. The Council Scouting for Food Drive collected more than 10,000 pounds of food and raised $60,000 for local food banks. Bay Lakes Council Scouts performed a total of 7,900 hours of community service this past year. The Scout community remained strong during the COVID-19 pandemic of 2020 in the Bay Lakes Council. We have all learned to adapt, be resourceful, and utilize the skills acquired from the principles of the Scouting program to carry on through the pandemic. Over 7,500 individuals participated in our virtual hiking and camping events this year. This concludes my report for the Bay Lakes Council. Thank you.
Maddie?
Hi, my name is Madeline Branco, and I earned my Eagle Scout rank from Troop 124, chartered by the Lutheran Church of the Good Shepherd in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I'm currently in 11th grade at Memorial High School, and for my Eagle Scout project, I built and installed 4 large picnic tables to benefit the Flying Eagles ski resort in Eau Claire. I'm representing the Chippewa Valley Council based in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, serving 10 counties in West Central Wisconsin. In 2020, our council served 2,290 youth members through 942 adult volunteers. Our council has 40 scouts earned the Eagle Scout rank during the past year. Chippewa Valley Council Scouts performed a total of 12,687 hours of community service this past year. One of our council highlights this past year was running a virtual campout program in April of 2020, where scouts of all ages camped safely in their backyards and participated in programming virtually. We were able to get our scouts out in the outdoors safely while keeping them connected to our community. Over 1,600 people interacted through this online experience. That concludes the report for the Chippewa Valley Council. Thank you.
Spencer?
Hello, my name is Spencer Sven, and I earned my Eagle Scout from Troop 61, chartered by the Galesville Lions Club in Galesville. I'm currently a senior at Gale Electric Trempealeau High School, and for my Eagle Scout project, I built shelves, painted, and organized Old Main, a historic college in the city of Galesville. In addition, I polished the gravesite of George Gale, the town's founder. I'm representing Gateway Area Council based in La Crosse and serving 8 counties in the western part of the state. In 2020, our council served over 1,300 youth members through 600 adult volunteers. Our council had 31 scouts earn the Eagle Scout rank during the past year. The council's Scouting for Food drive collected more than 15,000 pounds of food for local food banks. Gateway Area Council Scouts performed a total of 6,500 hours of community service this past year. One of our council highlights in 2020 included continuing our program virtually through the pandemic, which saw over 500 scouts participate from all over the US. We also safely were able to operate 4 weeks of our programs at Camp Decorah in guidance with the La Crosse County Health Department. That concludes the report for the Gateway Area Council. Thank you.
Luke?
Hi, my name is Luke Hubza, and I earned my Eagle Scout rank from Troop 46, chartered by American Legion William H. Lansing Post 360 in Waunakee, Wisconsin. I'm currently in 12th grade at Waunakee High School. For my Eagle Scout service project, I built a buddy bench for St. John's Elementary School playground. If the student is lonely and looking for someone to play with, they sit on a bench as a signal to other students to go and talk to them and include them in their games. I'm representing Glacier's Edge Council based in Madison, Wisconsin, and serving 14 counties in south central Wisconsin and 2 counties in north central Illinois. In 2020, our council served 4,726 youth members through 2,088 adult volunteers. Our council has 105 scouts earn the Eagle Scout rank during this past year. The council's Scouting for Food drive collected more than 150,090 pounds of food for local food banks. Glacier's Edge Council Scouts performed a total of 39,405 hours of community service this past year. The Glacier's Edge Council found ways to continue to offer the scouting program during the safer at-home and virtual schooling by offering online merit badges and camp-at-home camporees. Our unit leaders found ways to offer meetings online, and when weather allowed, we did outdoor activities with masks and social distancing. Our scouts appreciate the efforts that adults put into offering the scouting program for us to participate in while the rest of the world was shut down. That concludes the Glacier's Edge Council. Thank you.
Derek.
Hi, my name is Derek Schill. I earned my Eagle Scout rank from Troop 321, chartered by St. Paul's UCC in Menominee Falls. I am currently a senior at Germantown High School. For my Eagle Service project, I built a fire pit and new benches for my church, Stillwater's United Methodist Church in Jackson. The church needed a place for outdoor fellowship and youth programming. I started by building the benches in Door County with a group of adult volunteers. We finished them over the weekend and trailered them down here. Next, I had some work days with my troop and other volunteers to work on the fire pit at the church. We were rebuilding an old and much smaller fire pit that they already had there. The church has already begun using the new pit and the benches. I am representing the Potawatomi Area Council based in Waukesha, which serves all of Waukesha County, parts of Dodge, Jefferson, Washington, and Walworth counties. Our council had 128 scouts earn their Eagle rank during the past year. In 2020, our council served 4,493 youth members through 2,106 adult volunteers. The Potawatomi Area Council Scouts performed a total of 30,380 hours of community service this past year. One of our council highlights in 2020 included a push to do socially distanced outdoor service projects. Some of the projects included river and park cleanups, planting trees throughout the community, making face masks for local nursing homes. And since we were unable to do scouting for food, many units set up drive-through scouting for food drives. The drive-through food drive was a 2-step process. The week leading up to the event, scouts set up non-perishable food collection boxes in their front yard, which they monitored every day. The morning of the food drive, units set up collection sites in the parking lot of either a grocery store, church, or community location. The scouts and passerby brought their collection of non-perishable goods to the site. Then a group of volunteers at the drive-through food drive site took the food and filled it into the boxes, which they were stacked into a trailer. At the end of the day, the volunteers drove the trailer to their local food pantry to donate. That concludes the report for the Potawatomi Area Council. Thank you.
Katie.
My name is Katie Martell, and I earned my Eagle Scout rank from Troop 9427, chartered by St. Anne's Parish in Wausau. I'm currently a freshman at UW Eau Claire, and I'm majoring in Communications and Sciences Disorders. For my Eagle Scout project, I built 8 Leopold benches and placed them along a developing walking path in the Willow Flowage area on DNR land. These benches will provide a place for hikers to sit and take a break while they are walking on the path. I'm representing Samoset Council based in Weston and serving 13 counties in north central Wisconsin. In 2020, our council served 2,618 youth members through 705 adult leaders. Our council had 57 scouts earn the Eagle Scout rank during the past year. The council's Scouting for Food drive collected more than $16,000 to donate to local food banks in 2020. Samoset Council Scouts performed a total of 30,367 hours of community service this past year. One of our council highlights in 2020 included being able to have in-person resident and day camps in the summer of 2020 without any positive COVID cases. Our overnight camps were only able to run at 30% capacity to ensure the safety of our scouts, but everyone agreed it was a welcome opportunity during a difficult year. That concludes the report for Samoset Council. Thank you.
Thank you, Scouts, for those good reports. Katie Martell of Samoset Council has been selected to provide the report to the state. This is the presentation highlighting Scouting's accomplishments across the state in 2020. Katie?
Assembly Speaker Vos, Representatives Goyke and Petryk, and Senator Agar. I am Katie Martell, Eagle Scout from Troop 9427 in Wausau. It is my pleasure to provide you with the Boy Scouts of America's report to the state of Wisconsin for the year 2020. This past year, the 7 BSA councils in Wisconsin served 33,457 scouts through 12,560 volunteer adult leaders. Additionally, 2,178 youth participated in the Learning for Life and Exploring Career and Character Education programs of the Boy Scouts of America. Statewide, there were 641 Cub Scout packs, 658 Scouts BSA troops, and 79 venture crews involved in scouting. 729 Wisconsin Scouts earned the rank of Eagle Scout this past year, including 35 girls who joined the BSA's inaugural class of female Eagle Scouts. In 2020, Scouts in Wisconsin recorded 121,806 hours of community service. Through Scouting for Food drives across the state, Scouts also collected 167,090 pounds of food for local community food pantries. That concludes the 2020 report to the state. Thank you for the opportunity to share the positive impact Scouting has made across the state of Wisconsin during the past year.
Thank you, Katie. And I owe an apology to Diego. I inadvertently skipped you. So Diego, representing Three Harbors Council, could you please go ahead and make your report?
Hello, my name is Diego Alanis, and I earned my Eagle Scout rank from Troop 505, chartered by First Presbyterian Church of Kenosha, Wisconsin. I'm currently in 11th grade at Indian Trail High School. For my Eagle Scout project, I built a Potawatomi tribute replica campsite benefiting Hawthorne Hollow in Summers, Wisconsin. The site consists of a wigwam, a hide stand, and a sign describing the Potawatomi people that walked on the 10,000-year-old trail known as the Old Indian Trail, also known as the Jambalaya Trail. I'm representing Three Harbors Council based in Milwaukee and serving Kenosha, Milwaukee, and Racine counties. In 2020, our council served 5,174 youth members throughout 2,229 adult volunteers. Our council had 115 scouts earn the Eagle Scout rank during the past year. Three Harbors Council's scouts performed a total of 51,067 hours of community service this past year. One of our council highlights in 2020 included shortly after the COVID-19 pandemic took hold, there was a significant need for masks and face coverings. Working with the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County, scouts and our council made more than 50,000 masks for health professionals and essential workers in need of masks at the beginning of the pandemic. This concludes the report for Three Harbors Council. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Diego. Mike, would you please share information on the citations that each one of the Eagle Scouts will receive?
Sure. So all the scouts on this call will be receiving a citation, just like this one that I have here, signed by your own state representative and state senator. They will be delivered to you at your home, and you can have this to keep. We do have one here for Kaylee Rose, and I'm going to read parts of it. You will all be getting one just like this one, but it was constructed here at the Capitol and signed by your elected officials, so something cool to keep. Kaylee Grace Rose achieved the rank of Eagle Scout and is participating in the 2021 Boy Scout Report to the State. Kaylee comes from the Bay Lakes Council and Troop 177 in Greenville, Wisconsin. And for Eagle Scout projects, Kaylee built 5 wooden shelving units for Harbor House in Appleton, Wisconsin, which will hold baby furniture, art supplies, and other items needed for residents. And Kaylee is a junior at Hortonville High School and later plans to attend D-Milwaukee, where she'll be majoring in American Sign Language and later hopes to work in early child education. So all of you are going to be getting one of these later this spring, and it'll be something nice to always have and always remember this event by and this day. So we're going to be getting you those here over the next several weeks. So.
Well, thank you, Mike. And I want to again thank all of our elected officials for their remarks and for their continued support and their time today. Congratulations to each of our Eagle Scouts. This concludes the board for attending.
This program is a production of Wisconsin Eye, an independent, nonpartisan, nonprofit media network with a mission to inform, educate, and engage the citizens of Wisconsin. Wisconsin Eye is the nation's first and only independently funded state civics broadcast network, providing gavel-to-gavel access to government proceedings and events at the state capitol.